Hey guys, Xmaster here, and today I want to talk about the new expansion coming to Destiny September 15th this year called The Taken King. Now, before I get into any of this is all speculation and leaks until E3. And E3, I'm not so sure when it is. It's like next week or something. I'm not so sure, so don't count me on it. I haven't checked. So it is in fact starting June 16th to 18th. I'm pretty sure that's when E3 is. And on the list of things that were to be revealed, there is the Taken King, the Destiny expansion. So today there was a leak on Kotaku, I'm pretty sure, or some website like that, and it basically had some leaked information on the Taken King expansion. So first of all, it's gonna be out September 25th, and then it says it's gonna be $40, which is not a bad price if they claim that Bungie claims that this is a really big expansion and it's gonna have like content of a new game or something close to that. But if it isn't, then a lot of people are gonna get mad and not gonna buy it. So they should make sure that they have a lot of content in this expansion. Otherwise, they will make people mad. I will buy it. Yeah, I love the game. I am gonna buy the expansion. So yeah, and it seems what's been leaked seems amazing. I really hope that it's actually going to be in the expansion and this leak is correct, hopefully. So moving on, it's going to have 3 new subclasses. One for the Hunter, one for the Titan, and one for the Warlock, obviously. This was asked by somebody asked Bungie if there's going to be new subclasses anytime soon, and they responded by saying no, there isn't, but the open slot that you have in your inventory is for some subclasses that they're making. It's not a new subclass, but it's just a build. So let's say you have Gunslinger and you have a Crucible build and you have a PvE build. So they said, like, instead of having to switch the perks around, you can just have one build and switch that whenever you feel like it. The downside to that, I think, is because then you will only have one. You can only choose between Gunslinger or Blade Dancer or whatever, the Titan, like Striker or Defender. So you can only choose between one of the classes to make another build of. So that's a downfall to it, but I guess they're not going to be doing it because lots of people have been asking for a new subclass, and I guess they are going to be making a new subclass. So the leaked information says that the Hunters are going to have a Void subclass, Titans are going to have a Solar subclass, and the Warlocks will have an Arc subclass. So the Hunters subclass is apparently going to be called for the Hunter, Gravity Bow, which is going to be Void. For the Warlocks, Electrical Storm, which is going to be Arc. And for the Titans, Flaming Hammer. I don't know if those are the names, but those are like a brief description of them. Really brief. And I am actually really excited for the Gravity Bow. Well, I don't have Warlocks or Titans. I only have 3 Hunters, so of course I'd be only excited about that. But I am curious to see the Flaming Hammer. The Electrical Storm sounds kind of like a Nova Bomb, but let me go with the first one, Gravity Bow for Hunters. So this seems really, really cool because Gravity Bow probably means like a bow and arrow type thing that you make out of void energy or something. So I'm interested to see how this works. Is it going to actually be like a bow and arrow and you like actually shoot void arrows? That would be amazing. I like having super abilities that you can shoot instead of having to melee, because melee, like Blade Dancer, is more dangerous than Gunslinger, but I like them both the same. I don't like one of them better, but I feel like it's a little bit safer going with gunslinger, but although with playing dancer you get an extra shield and it's a lot harder to kill you. But I don't know, it's balanced in its ways, but I still would like to be shooting. So gravity bow, I'm interested to see how these mechanics would work in the game. And also an interesting thing that I thought was the flaming hammer would work like the sword of Crota, because blade, we don't have any subclasses right now that would use like relic kind of things like the sword of Crota or the Vault of Glass relic. They don't handle like relics. Those are their own things. So I'm interested to see if maybe in the new Taken King expansion they're gonna use a new relic, like in the Prison of Elders it's a Scorch Cannon. So there seems to be a relic in every single new like raid type thing. So maybe they're gonna be making a new raid. Well, they are making new raid. Maybe they're gonna have new relics that handle like these supers. So maybe there's gonna be a bow and arrow type thing, which will work the same way as this super. Maybe the flaming hammer is probably gonna work like, and the sword of Crota. And I'm guessing on this, but maybe the electrical storm for warlocks is gonna work like a Vault of Glass relic, and maybe you create a sort of Titan bow, except it's movable, but it does, I don't know, maybe it like does something to the enemies that run into it, and maybe you can sprint around with it, but maybe it doesn't. It probably won't have the same effects. Maybe it damages your enemies, but it doesn't damage it so much. Otherwise, that'd be really overpowered and make the game really broken, because warlocks go around running into people and blinding them or something, killing them really fast. But then again, it could be anything. The electrical storm sounds more like a Nova Bomb than anything. But hopefully it's not, because then a lot of people are going to get mad. There's a lot of warlocks out there. So the Titans are probably going to be happy with the flaming hammer. It's probably going to have some perk where you like ground slam and send a wave like the Titan smash. The gravity bow is probably going to be really fun to use. Hopefully it has more than 3 arrows to shoot. They do less damage, but you have more of them to shoot, because you're going to be missing some. It's kind of like the gunslinger, but whatever. Moving on, it's going to have new strikes, new crucible maps, and the Taken King will have a raid pitting players against Oryx, father of Crota, who is apparently looking for revenge and leading a new army of baddies called the Taken. So the Takens could be an advanced type of hive, or a different type of hive, or his own type of hive. I'm not sure, but it could be anything new. Crota, the big boss in the game's first expansion pack, yeah. Crota's end, he was the son of Oryx, and he killed Oryx because then he could be king. So I'm not sure what Oryx does. He comes back to life or something. And yeah, we battle him. And I heard something about him being able to control the enemies. I don't know how that works. Maybe he does some special kind of thing, and then he can control a player and literally stun them, or the player won't be able to move. Maybe they're in a bubble and they cannot move at all unless the people break him out of his bubble or something. I'm not sure, but that'd be actually really cool, because it puts in a lot of more teamwork, because we already have bubbles. Like, that's really similar to the Quadron in the Prison of Elders. It's really similar to that, where you have to kill the bubbles, but maybe one random person gets a bubble put on them, and the entire team has to like fire like crazy to break their teammate out of the bubble. And maybe you have to stand on 3 plates in order to do damage to Oryx, something along the lines of that. And you need that third player. You cannot do it with the 2 others and just have them go and stand on go and kill him with Galahorns or something. Maybe there needs to be more than just damage to it. Well, there has to be more damage than damage. So yeah, maybe you just need that third player. He's just in a bubble like stone. You need to break it down, use rockets, use relics, use the flaming hammer type of thing, use a sort of crota type or relic. I don't know. That's just ideas from me. They might not be the best, but I'm just thinking about them. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This seems like a really, really cool expansion so far, and I always like it. There's nothing been revealed, like barely anything. All that's been revealed is the release date, price, and the new subclasses. Sorry, no, this hasn't been revealed. This is all speculation, all leaks. So we will not know anything for sure until E3, which is almost there. It's like next week. So yeah, I cannot wait for that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for daily Destiny content, and I'll see you next time. See you guys.